Three, two, one, go! Holy, I can't believe this was so easy.
Hey, welcome back. If you want to be as fast as the Flash, I can help you. Maybe not running as fast, but definitely using VBA. That's right, in today's video, I'll be showing you what I think is the fastest way to copy and paste data. If you're new to VBA, don't worry. There's a link in the top right or down below to help you get started. Now, let's go.
Okay, so we have our sample data here that we want to copy from this sheet into a blank sheet. And we can use the most basic copy-paste method. We'll start a new, and we'll call it copy. So we're going to start off by typing worksheets and the name of the worksheet, which is advanced filter dot range, and we're going to use A1 dot current region. And the reason why we're using current region is because it's essentially copying all the adjacent data at range A1, which is the same as doing Control A on your keyboard to select all the data. Then we're going to do dot copy because we want to copy it. Hit space, and then we're going to type in worksheets, and the name of the worksheet that we want to paste is sheet 1 dot range, and we're going to paste it in range A1. Now when we run this code, it's going to copy it and paste it into sheet 1. You can see it's a direct one-to-one copy of the original sheet. So this is great if you need all the data here. It's relatively easy, just one line, copy paste. So some of your reports may not require all these columns. So what you might want to do is delete some columns, which is simple enough. We can start a new line. We'll do columns, and then we'll type in, let's say we want to delete column M. We do entire column dot delete. And what this is going to do is going to delete payment. So let's go ahead and run this, and you can see it's removed from here. If you need to remove multiple columns, we can do that as well. We'll just comment this line out. We'll do range, let's do V to B, and then we'll do C to E, and then we'll do S to U. Close off the quotes, the bracket, and then we'll do entire column dot delete. And this will delete all these columns here that we specified, and you can see that they're all deleted. So that's great if you want to delete multiple columns at once. But now what if you want to rearrange your data? We can do that as well. We're going to type columns n dot cut, and we're going to do columns a dot insert, and we're going to do shift semicolon equals XL to right. So what this is going to do is cut your total costs column and paste it into column A. Let's go ahead and try this. There, you can see total cost is now in column A. So that's good if you need to shift one column. Now if you need to shift multiple columns, you have to enter multiple lines of code, and that's pretty unnecessary to type in all this lines of code to do something that's fairly more simple, and which I should be showing you by using the advanced filter method. So we'll start off with a new subroutine, advanced filter. So I like to start off with a clean sheet. So what we can do is use worksheets, sheet name, dot cells, dot clear. So what this does is going to clear the entire worksheet. So when we run this code, we can see that the entire worksheet is cleared for us, starting off with a clean sheet, which I like. So next we're going to put in our header row. So there's a few methods we can use. The first one is we can copy the entire header row, which would be our worksheet, advanced filter dot rows 1 dot copy, and we're going to enter it into our sheet 1 dot range A1. And what this does, it's going to do a direct one-to-one copy. But this is not the method I prefer because it's essentially the same as our original copy and paste method. I'll show you a different way. So we're going to comment this line out, and then we're going to do an array method. So we're going to declare ARY as variant. Next, we're going to do ARY equals array. Open up your brackets and your double quotes, and we're going to enter the name of the headers that we want. So instead of copying, pasting, or typing out these individually, I'll show you a better method. We're going to use text join. The first argument is asking for a delimiter. So what we're going to do is open up our double quotes, enter comma, space, close off our double quotes, enter 2 commas. Next, it's asking for text1, which is our range here. We're going to select A1 to V1, close off our brackets, and we have our header. We're going to copy this and paste it into our VBA code, close off our double quotes and parentheses. Next, you notice that it's missing some double quotes here because whenever we enter a text into a cell, it has to be in double quotes. We can fix that easily. Select that entire row by clicking on the space just before the line of code. It's going to highlight the entire row for us. We're going to hold down Control F on the keyboard to bring up find. Next, we're going to click on replace. What we're going to do is in the find what, we're going to enter the comma space. And what we're going to replace with is we're going to enter quotes, comma, space, and then double quotes again. Next, we're going to hit replace. It's going to say there's going to be X amount of replacements. We're going to click OK. Now that you can see that it entered correctly, all the text for these cells will be in double quotes, which is correct. Next, we're going to tell where to paste this. So we're going to enter range A1 instead of period. We're going to enter equals ARY for our array. So now we're going to step through this line of code and see it in action. So as you can see, it only pasted in range A1. And the reason is because we only designated the range in our code. So what we're going to do is we're going to do semicolon to V1 because that's our range. So now when we step to this code, it's going to paste our entire range here from A1 to V1. All right, pretty simple, but wait, there's more. So as mentioned earlier, using this method is a lot easier. We can control what columns we want simply by removing what we don't want. So let's say we want to remove, let's remove some of these here. Let's remove some more here. All right, so now we removed a bunch of columns here. We can go ahead and step through this code. As you can see, it removes some of the columns that we don't need, and you'll notice that there's a bunch of NAs here. We just need to simply readjust our range in our code because we specify from A1 to V1, which is now not correct. Adjusting this and then rerunning the code, now you can see that it pasted correctly. So with that in mind, we can also adjust the order of the columns as well. So we'll take, let's say we want total cost in column A, we can do that, paste that into column A. Let's say we want our lead text instead of in column D, we want it in column B. We can do that as well. And let's adjust the workday to column C. We can do that as well. And now when we rerun the code here, instead of work order being in column A, our total cost will be in column A with the lead text in column B as we have in our array method. And we did all this in just a few lines of code. Now to continue with our advanced filter, we're going to declare a few more variables. We're going to do source as range, and we're going to do criteria as range, and then we do destination as range. Next, we need to tell Excel what these variables mean. So we're going to set source equals, and what's it going to equal? It's going to equal the worksheet of our advanced filter dot range, and then we're going to use dot current region, so then it captures all our entire data set. Next, we're going to do the same for criteria. So we'll just copy this and then change source to criteria. Next, we're going to adjust this to sheet 1 dot range A1 because that's our criteria on sheet 1, and the range is from A1 to P1, so we're going to use the current region method. Next, we're going to set our destination. So again, I'm going to copy this line, change from criteria to destination, sheet 1 dot A1 dot current region. Next, we're going to type source dot advanced filter space. We're going to use Excel filter copy, and then comma space. So the next argument is asking for a criteria range. So our criteria range is our criteria. So we're going to copy the variable name, paste it, and then comma space. Now we're going to do the copy to range, which is our destination. Again, we're going to copy that, paste it in our code. Now we're going to run our code and see how it works. It copied exactly how we want it, and the order of the columns that we wanted as well. So that's the beauty of using our array method to copy the header, and then the advanced filter to copy the data that we want. So you can see it can save you a lot of time instead of cutting and inserting columns that you want in the order you want, with a simple array method to paste your header row, and then the advanced filter to copy your data. So you can see why that I prefer this method, because we've reduced from original 22 columns down to 16, and we've also adjusted 5 columns. So that can save us a lot of lines of code with only a few lines using advanced filter. And the real beauty of using advanced filter is that you can filter your data as well. And I'll link the video up in the top corner here or down in the description if you want to review that video as well.
Thank you for watching. If you know a better way to copy and paste data in Excel, leave a comment down below. I'd really love to hear about it. Until then, take care.